Good morning, guys. I want to do a video for you today on why do 95% of traders fail. The real answer is, I guarantee you won't watch this entire video. And that's 90% of why traders fail. What do I mean? I mean you're unwilling to learn. We live in a society where we want it now. Self-gratification. And if we don't get it, we give up. We get mad, we throw away the keys, and we're done. Right? Coming to the table day trading, you need to come fully equipped. It's a battlefield, just like life. You go in a pizza shop and you see a guy tossing a pizza in the air from one hand to the other, and you're like, that's so cool, I want to do that. He gives you the piece of dough, and what happens? The dough rips apart, goes right through your hand all the way down to the end of your arm. And that's how it is in the day trading world. You'll get the idea in your head. You'll see these Webull advertisements, Robinhood advertisements. You'll start searching day trading. You'll see these guys making $20,000, $30,000. And you get it in your mind, man, I'm going to do that. So what do? You take $5,000, you open up an account, and you lose it all. Then you're mad, right? And you want to know why. Why did I lose it all? Then you start thinking these conspiracy theories like the markets are against me. Then you start researching all this stuff that the broker you chose can actually trade against you and all this other nonsense. When the reality is that you just jumped in thinking you were going to be rich like everybody else, and you ended up losing because you didn't take the time to learn what you were doing. You didn't take the time to learn how to read a chart. You didn't take the time to learn how to day trade. What you did was saw what everybody else was doing, and you thought you could replicate that in your own little world, and you couldn't. Now, that's where most traders will give up and walk away. All right? Watching this video, if you watch this video to the end, you will most likely be in the top 5% of traders. Why? Because that means that you're dedicated and you're willing to learn. You want to know why you lost, and you're looking for a way to change your life. You see, the number one rule, or the number one piece of advice that I can give to any trader, a new trader, a trader who's been trading for 2 years, 3 years, and they're just not getting it. In order to be successful in day trading, you have to put everything you have into understanding the charts, learning patterns, learning from your mistakes. You have to lose money in order to make money, okay? You have to have goals. You have to have rules. And you have to have a mindset to be able to deal with the consequences, all right? Let me give you an example. If you have a $2,500 account, and this is reality, okay? Reality. If you have a $2,500 account and you open up a brokerage account and you want to get margin, you'll now have $5,000 to trade with, okay? Most brokerage accounts will give you 2-to-1 leverage. And as that grows, so will the leverage. All right, so what do? You take that $5,000, you jump on the computer and you make a trade, right? Maybe your first trade you made some money. All right, you got lucky. Now you're all confident. You're like, all right, sweet. And then you go for another trade, right? And let's just say by chance, okay, you're a new trader, you won your first trade, and now your second trade you won again. All right? So now, like, your head is all gassed up, and you're like, oh man, trading is so easy. I can't believe how much money I just made in 2 trades. And then you take that third trade and you lose half of your account. Right? That's when reality sets in. Okay? And now you're like, oh my goodness, what happened? You know? And then you just, without even thinking about it, you jump right back in and say, I'll get it right back. Watch this. And then your very next trade, you lose everything you have. Now, this is the point where most people will be like, you know what? Forget it. It's a scam, blah, blah, blah. All right? But the ones who really want it are the ones who are really going to make it. When you start day trading, okay? And everybody does this, you know, they, like I just said, they jump right in, they see all the money that other people are making, and they think, okay? Think is the key word. It's a mindset here in the trading world. They think they're going to win, and win big, right? The trading world is based on emotions, all right? You're trading against an algorithm, not a bunch of other traders. And until you learn how that algorithm works, you're never going to win. You might get lucky, but you're never going to win continuously over and over and over again. Now, number 2, why do most traders fail? Because they don't have a set of rules. All right? Same account, same $2,500 with leverage, $5,000. All right? You got a $5,000 available to you, okay? You need a specific set of rules written in stone that you do not deviate from, which means on $5,000, you're looking to make $250 profit in any one trade, and you're not willing to lose more than $50. Okay? Now, right here, most of you are going to say, oh, that's nothing. I'm not watching this guy anymore. Well, have a nice life. You're the ones who are going to fail. I don't sugarcoat anything I say or do on this channel. If you want that, there's plenty of other garbage out there for you guys to go to. But what I can tell you, if you watch this till the end, you have a very good chance of being or becoming a successful, a profitable, and a lucrative trader. Because what it takes to get there is the willingness to learn from others, okay? Like they say in any business, you need a mentor. You need somebody who's been where you've been. You need somebody who went through what you went through. You need somebody that was able to overcome all the obstacles against all odds to teach you, okay? I have plenty of videos in here that can teach you how to become a profitable, successful trader. But I can tell you from looking at the views and the watch time, the people in my own group aren't utilizing them. Okay? That right there tells me everything I need to know about them. Right? It speaks volumes, because if you have information at your fingertips, especially if it's free, and you want to become a successful trader, man, you'll do everything you can to watch those videos over and over and over and over again until you get it, okay? Until you get it. But here's what most people do. They'll watch a minute or two of it and be like, I ain't got time for this. And then they'll just watch 2 or 3 minutes of 100 YouTube videos that'll take 2 hours, right? And they'll never learn anything. And they'll continue that routine over and over and over again, never really grasping or learning anything at all. Okay? So, I'll start with this. To become a successfully, continuously profitable trader, there are so many factors that go into it. Number 1 being your mindset, all right? Number 2 being your willingness to learn. If you're not willing to learn, you're not gonna make it in this game. That's all it is. The stock market is nothing more than a glorified casino with the best minds in the world. Okay, I say the same things over and over and over again because I want to hammer it in there. All right, I want to bang it in your head. Bang, bang trading. I want you guys to succeed, but I can only do so much. All right, if I showed you a picture of a beach ball, you would know what it was instantly. If I showed you a picture of a chart, look at this chart right here. Can you recognize anything instantly? This chart right here by my cursor. Let me get my pen. Let me get my epic pen for y'all boys and girls out there. Let's see, where does she want to open up today? All right, she's up top. I have multiple screens open, so. All right, let's go back to the chart. Can you guys identify this like you could the beach ball? All right, this is a simple pattern. It's called a rounding bottom. All right, we got a rounding bottom here. And now this rounding bottom could turn into a cup and handle. All right, simple pattern. Let's back this out a little bit. We have another pattern that formed right here. This is called a head and shoulders, which indicates the price is going to continue to go down. Okay? What else do we have here? We have double bottoms, which indicates the price is going to go up. Okay? We got 3 patterns right there. Right there. Were you guys able to identify all 3 of those? If not, well, I wouldn't be putting a lot of money in the markets until you can. Right? What do we got here? This is called the Ttm Squeeze. This is called your RSI. Excuse me. Had to catch my breath there for a minute. Alright guys, so 3 patterns that I just pointed out to you. You should know those patterns like that. Alright? What do you guys call this candle right here that's forming? What is that? That's called a topping tail candle. Right? That's an indication the price is going to go up. Alright? Topping tail candle. That's on a 5-minute chart. Alright? This might be blowing some of your minds and you probably can't keep up, but everything I'm talking about is in the videos below. Now look at the price. What? The price is going up. Are you kidding me? Is this a cup and handle? What? What? How did you know the price was going to go up? Oh, look at that. Look at the price going up. Look at that. You see, what I'm doing right now, teaching you live, 90% of the people that are out there teaching courses for money cannot do what I just did. Okay? That's why they sell trading courses. I don't sell them because, in my opinion, is if you're a profitable trader, why do I need your money? I started this solely based on Wall Street Bets community losing money. Okay? I wanted to help people for free. There's plenty of courses out there that you could take that aren't going to teach you an ounce of what I'm teaching in my courses for free. Alright? And there's a reason for that. Now what do we got here? Those of you who are with me, what's forming on the 1-minute chart? Alright? Let's wait for that first 1-minute candle to close. Alright, so another thing that we haven't talked about yet is we got a price here and a price here. This price made a higher high, right? Your RSI made a little bit higher high. Alright? I see tweezer tops forming right here. Alright? Look at our volume. We have the highest amount of volume of the day right here. Okay, this is why most traders are done by 9:45. Because after that, the stock pretty much just tends to die off throughout the day. Alright, so we didn't get tweezer tops. Not yet. So let's see what this stock's going to do. Let me go to my 2-minute. I'm a 2-minute time frame trader. And once you get the hang of it, you'll understand why. But just right here in those 3 patterns, this is what separates the winners from the losers. Okay? Successful traders know exactly what they're looking at when they look at it. If that makes sense to you. Okay? Let's look at a chart called DATS because right now it's making a dip and rip. And I have it on my watch list. Alright, this is a classic pattern that a lot of us make a lot of money on. That opening bell, that morning dip and rip. Alright, now how do we know this is going to dip and rip? Nobody knows anything 100%. Okay, there's no perfect pattern, there's no perfect plan. There's no perfect anything in the world of trading. Alright, you can have everything right and still be wrong. Alright, remember that. You can have everything right and still be wrong. And it happens, guys, it happens. Alright, but if you don't know anything at all and you don't know patterns and you don't know what volume means and you don't understand candlesticks, you're just never going to be able to put 2 and 2 together. Okay, never. Alright, now notice this here didn't hold up that well, but if you're aware of the initial dip and rip pattern, you could have bought that dip at 1360 and rode it up to 1420. I mean, with 10,000 shares, That's a lot of money, guys. A lot of money. All right. Now, after that dip and rip, we had a lot of pressure right here from sellers, right? Which caused the price to go back down. So this could potentially, we could see one of these moves now. All right. It's not a true dip and rip. But being able to identify that is what separates profitable traders from unprofitable traders. You have to be able to identify this. If you look at the chart, I have my 1 year chart open here, right? We're on an uptrend. I have my 15-minute chart here, which shows we're on an uptrend. I have my 5-minute chart here. Okay, all of these play key roles in understanding patterns, all right? Right here, we got tweezer tops, right? Right here, we got tweezer bottoms, all right? Here, we are in consolidation, okay? Consolidation. But what do we notice about this chart right here? We're in an uptrend. This chart held pretty much the VWAP. This is my 20. I don't use the VWAP because I don't need it. I know exactly where it is at all times. But that comes from years and years of experience, all right? So this is a very good pattern to keep on your watch list, because 9 times out of 10, what happens is you get the morning dip and then you get the rip. It continues to go higher, all right? So let's go back to this one chart real quick, and I just want to show you guys. Some of you might know, some of you might not. All right, let's go back to NCNA. Trading this morning. This you could have got in and out of this right on the money, right here. You would have sold had you bought in, you know, down here when the news came out. Okay, we are on a 5-minute chart right here, but with that news, with a low float stock, right, I would have been looking to buy right here on the first pullback, and I would have sold right up here. Now some of you say, well, how would you know to sell up there? Nobody could know that. Okay, well, let me prove you wrong. All right, this is how traders know that. If we come up here to the 1 year chart, this is going to blow your mind. Are you ready? This right here is what we call an area of resistance. So we're going to mark this out. I'm going to mark this out, and now watch what happens right here. All right, let's mark this out. Uh-oh. What is that? What is that? I don't get it, you might say. Now let's put another line right here on another former previous area of resistance. Uh-oh, look at that. You guys see where I'm going with this? Okay, successful traders know you have to have areas of supply and demand, okay? Now, how would I know not to sell any sooner? Let's just draw them all out. All right, here's another area of resistance, okay? And right here is another area of resistance, okay? Now, notice what this did on my 2-minute chart. Why I would have bought on that candle. All right, the price went up and we pulled back right to a previous area, which was once resistance, now became support. Okay, why would I be looking to sell in this area? Because we've reached an area that was once an area of resistance, which means you're looking to be a seller in this area. All right, now when would I be looking to buy back into this stock? Let me show you. Okay, we now have an area that formed. Look at that nice, beautiful area. Look at that. Resistance, we came down, we hit resistance again. We broke through it, but the candle did not close within it. I would not be looking to buy this long, okay, if I was maybe a beginner trader, until we had a candle close outside of this area. All right, but I could sniper trade this all day, okay? And sniper trading, you can make $2,000, $5,000, $6,000 each trade, okay? Why would I be looking to go long in this area? Because we've made an area of resistance or support. Okay, all these candle wicks are showing me this is where buyers are willing to come in and buy. Okay? Notice we never broke through this area. Okay? So this tells me I'm looking to start going long in this area. I'm not looking to go long in this area, right? Because this is an area of resistance. Okay? Looking to go long in this area. I even see a lot of gurus out there right now, to this day, that are always buying the first 5-minute candle to make a new high. Some of you may know who that is. That strategy makes 0 sense to me. Alright, to me. Makes 0 sense to me. Why would you be willing to miss this entire move to buy the first 5-minute candle to make a new high? Alright, that makes no sense. You literally missed like a 70-80 cent move, and then you're getting in at the worst possible time. Okay, guys? So those of you who are still with me, congratulations. You've successfully made it longer than most in a video on YouTube. Alright? And maybe you learned something just from this few minutes going live here. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't. Alright? So what can we do here? You guys notice these 3 points, or 4? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch what happens when I draw a line. I'm just going to draw the line from here to here. I'm going to draw a tiny line. Now I'm going to extend that line to the right. Now notice the price action came right back to that line almost every time. Okay? So where would you be looking to buy? Every time it hit your line. Okay? Or came close to it. Alright? You're not looking to buy up here. Another reason why traders fail, even seasoned traders, is because they hesitate. Alright? They hesitate. If you're a hesitator, you're a loser. Alright? You're going to lose or leave a lot of money on the table by hesitating. Okay? You don't hesitate. When you have a double bottom, boom, you get in. Okay? If you have a cup and handle, boom, you get in. We had that cup and handle right at the open. Boom, you could have made that move. Right? Where did this thing start to pull back? At a resistance line. That's where you're looking to sell. Remember, day trading isn't about buying and holding forever. That's why you have bag holders. Okay? There's plenty of bag holders in this stock right here. Alright? Which is going to further help this reject this price. Because now that the prices came back up, and most of them, if they were smart, would be closing out their position that they've been holding for 3 months, losing money. Alright? Because there's no telling how high this is going to go. So when you have bag holders in a stock that is previously ran, okay, they're going to be looking to exit this. They've been losing money for months on end. Okay? Some of them probably blew up pretty big accounts getting in these positions. But again, notice where the stock rejected and pushed forward. Now what are we making here? Can you identify anything else? Alright, we are now making higher highs and higher lows. Okay? I teach my traders, we never buy the first breakout. Okay, especially when, let's go to the 1 minute for this so you guys can see it. When we have big bars leading up to a resistance level, we're not looking to go long up here. Alright? Because 9 times out of 10, it will fail and come back down. When you're looking to break or make a new high, you want to buy. Let me change the color of this. You want the candles to leading up to this area to be small, just like this. And then you want maybe a little test, and then a pullback, and then you're looking for that big move. Alright? Because as this comes up here, you're trapping all of these shorters. All the people who are looking to go short. All of these people that were here got out here, which is what caused this big green candle. Alright? So let's undo this. So now we have one relatively big candle here. Okay? A small candle here and a smaller candle here. Alright? Now watch this. This big candle It's not going to work. You're not going to see a follow through to the upside right here. All right? Let's see what happens here. Look at the rejection you're getting. Okay? I call that the fake and break. Look at that. Now, how many newbies went long right here? And now they're bag holding. Look at the rejection. Now ask yourself, how many teachers out there could have called that like I just did? How many? I'll put my money where my mouth is. I would challenge anybody out there. Okay? Anybody. You don't see these people teaching you live in the live markets like I do. All right? And I'm not saying I'm some great master. You know, I've been blessed by the Lord. Okay? I've been blessed. I've been able to understand all this. I've been able to do this through trial and error for years and years and years of non-stop learning. To this day, I still watch every YouTube video that comes out. Okay, I find it gratifying at times. I find it funny. Sometimes I'll actually learn something that I never noticed before, believe it or not, you know? But it's just that continuation of knowledge, okay? To be able to do what I just did here live for you guys, in front of you guys, all right? That's where I want you guys to be. This is how you become profitable, okay? This is why traders fail, okay? They don't realize this. They don't know this. They don't watch the markets enough, okay? New day traders get, unless you have 25K, okay, you get 3-day trades a week. And what do those traders typically do? Typically, they're working a job, so they're not paying attention anyway. They're gambling away their money. The other people who are home, they take their day trade, then they shut it down. They lose their money, they walk away, they just stay mad the rest of the day. They don't do anything to find out why they lost. They don't want to learn. Okay, all they want is what the big dogs have, right? When doctors are going on vacation and have $200,000 cars, right? You don't see people wanting to go be a doctor. Why? Because they've been studying their entire lives for that. And the truth is 95% of the people, the population, don't want to put in the hours or the time. Okay? I started this channel to cut your time in half to a fraction. Okay? To a fraction. But the truth is, just based on, you know, the views on my videos, even from my members, people just aren't willing to learn. Okay? They're watching 5 minutes of my videos, 10 minutes of my videos. And that's why they're going to continue to fail. All right? All the information is in my videos, guys. You just have to be willing to watch them all the way through. All right? I couldn't tell you how many times, you know, I've tried to get people from Wall Street Bets to join me, and they laugh like, yeah, you can't pick the bottom and the top. Some of them have came here and seen me do it. I just did it live in front of you. Okay? I didn't actually trade it, because I don't trade. Sometimes I'll trade while I'm doing a video, but I just didn't today. But I called it out perfectly, right? When you have big candles leading up to a resistance area, you're going to get that fake out breakout 99% of the time. Okay, this is why we don't buy new highs. Like people that buy the first 5-minute candle to make a new high. They always lose. And I don't want to say always. We're coming back in the season, you know, typically where we'll see follow through on these patterns, okay? But right now we're not. And if you can't identify that, well, then you get what you get, you know? So if you're still with me, congrats, because like I said, you will become a profitable trader eventually. If you are still watching this video right now, and we haven't even been in here that long, but I would encourage you to go through and watch every single video I made. And watch it over and over and over again, and just forget about the rest of the YouTube world. Because what I have in these videos, A, you're not going to find anywhere else on YouTube. And B, you're going to spend maybe, 9 or 10 hours total watching all my videos. If that. I don't even know how many I have out there. Not that many. And they're relatively short. But if you spend a month repeatedly watching my videos over and over and over and over again, I guarantee your success. I guarantee it. You don't have to watch another video on YouTube, not one. Zero, zilch, nada. And if you do, you could watch 10 years of the videos on YouTube all the way through, thousands upon thousands of hours, and you're not even going to come close to learning what you're learning here. Now, look at what we have. We have small candles, right? Small candles coming up to this area. But what do we want to see? We already got one pullback. We got a touch and a pullback. We got a touch and a pullback. We're still making higher highs and higher lows, right? You guys see all that? So let's see if we get another pullback here. Kind of looking something like this, and then we'll break through it. All right. Now the other thing you want to watch here is, are we going to start a downtrend from here and never break through it? All right. The markets have been weak. Wednesdays are typically short day paradise. You know, typically nothing holds up on Wednesdays. But this is what you're looking for. Nice, tiny, small candles coming up to a resistance area. Because once you break that with a candle up in here, that's when you're going to see your most follow through. Because again, you have all of these shorters trapped. All right. And what do? They're going to have to close their position. All right. Why doesn't it work on big candles? Because everybody put their money on these big candles. There's no money left to make another big candle. All right. So this is why small candles work. Because once you got to remember, or I don't want to say remember, but shorters have stop limits. Okay. So this is most likely where the shorter stop limits are at. Notice we never hit their stop limit. So 85% of the shorters did not close out their position, and they were able to push the price right back down. What you have to do in order to break through is break through the shorts limit orders to close. That's going to force them not only to close it out, but it's going to force them to buy back in to recoup their losses. You understand that? It's going to force them to buy back in after they close, which is why you're going to see these big candles to the upside. All right. Now, these are the areas that I like to trade. All right. I'll take trades down here on double bottoms all day long. I'll scalp these areas all day long. But I'll put my most money, I'll put my entire account on the breakout areas like this. Why? Because they always, let me repeat that, they always work. Okay? I can make more money in a breakout area like this than most people will make in a week. I can make in 4 minutes. All right? Why? Because I know where these patterns are going to happen. I know what needs to happen in order for this to happen. Okay? And this, my friends, is what separates successful traders from consistently losing traders. All right? Let's see what we have. Let's see what happens here. I don't really have much else to say. I pretty much said it all, but let's just keep this open here and see what happens. Just for the fun of it. All right? Again, this is a relatively big candle. All right? I don't like to see that. What I like to see is the small candles coming up and then all the money coming in. Okay? We want to break the area. Let me draw that area out here. I'm going to put a line right here. And I don't have my line chart on there. All right, let's open this back up. I'm going to put my line right here. All right. We're going to call this the money zone. I'm going to make it yellow so you can see it clear as day. This is where all your shorts are going to cover. All right. This is where all your shorts are going to cover. Let me put this on a 2-minute time frame real quick. I want to see if notice our Ttm squeeze on the 2-minute time frame is red. Not on the 5 minute, but on the 2 minute. Okay? That means right now we are butting heads. Okay? See, guys, I like this setup. This is beautiful. This means we are in a squeeze. We're fighting to the death right now between the shorters and the buyers. That's what red means on your Ttm Squeeze. Okay? This is a beautiful area. What else do we have here, guys? We have an ascending wedge pattern. Okay? That's called an ascending wedge pattern. Alright? Now, we don't put our money on an ascending wedge pattern just because it's an ascending wedge. We want to wait for that break to the upside or the downside. Okay? But, like I said, if this thing is going to break to the upside, we have to first penetrate this yellow line. Alright? If you would have bought this break, you would have lost. Now, how could you have known that? Because I just told you. Big bars, 99% of the time, leading up to a resistance area, never works. I'll repeat that. Never works. If you've been in my group, you've seen that time and time again. Never work. Alright? How did I ever come up with that? Years upon years upon years of watching the markets religiously. Okay? You have to be able to spend at least 4 hours a day in the markets. At least. Minimum. Minimum. Okay, now look at what we got here. Look at what we got. Who lost a lot of money? Anybody looking that went long here lost a lot of money. People that went long here lost a lot of money. Right? Where was your time to buy to go long? Here. Here. Not here. Not here. Where should you have went long? Here. Double bottom. Where should you have went long? Here. On an ascending uprising wedge, right? What do we got here now? We got double bottoms forming. Where? On the same location we should have bought in every other time. Okay, but if you notice, this wedge is getting tighter and tighter. The Ttm squeeze. We still are in a squeeze. And we're not going to see that turn green until we either break to the upside or break to the downside. Then you'll see another green dot form. But until that happens, it's red all day, baby. Alright? So let's see. Okay, you never want to be a buyer in this area. Never. This is where you're going to lose your money. Alright? Again, I love teaching live. Most other people won't. They'll go in, cherry pick their charts and tell you, you know, what they see or what they would have done. Okay? I'm telling you live as it's unfolding, right? Who else can do that? Who else does that? Okay? I'm here right now with you live. That should tell you everything you need to know about my strategy and what I'm teaching you guys. Alright? So let's look at some higher time frames real quick. Let's look at a 15 minute. What do we got on the 15 minute? So what I'm noticing here on the 15 minute right away that catches my eye is this double top. Alright, but the 15 minute chart hasn't closed yet. And although we did break this ascending triangle, we haven't officially broke it with a candle that's closed outside of it. Alright, we're hugging the bottom of it. Now let me get back to the 5 minute here. 5 day, 5 minute. Let's see what we got here. Alright. So the 5 day, 5 minute. We do have a double top formation here. And it looks like we have another double top formation here. What does a double top typically indicate? Again, it's all about time and location, but look at your double top here. Okay? Double tops indicate drops. Double bottoms indicate pops. Okay? Here we had a double top, but man, this is right at 9 o'clock. Okay? Time, location are everything. Okay? Now, we officially... Well, not officially yet. Once this candle forms, let's go back to the 2 minute here. I want you guys to see the Ttm squeeze. once we do, if we break to the downside. But what we got here is something I call the right side of the roof, and now we can make the right side of the roof here. So we'll just start right here off this candle, and we'll come down. Notice the price has not broke out of the right side of that roof yet. Let's pick a different color here. Let's make it orange. Well, no, you can't really see the difference. Let's go hot blue. Maybe you could see that a little better. Nope, not much. But if we blow this up, notice the right side of the roof. The price has been rejecting the right side of the roof the entire time. Are we going to make this break? I don't think so. I think as of right now, we're done duck. Notice here. Let's wait for confirmation. I don't want to jump the gun on it. You know, we could just see this all day slowly trend up. Alright, so we did not close that candle outside of our blue line. Now, this is what I call a chimney. Alright, we broke out of the right side of the roof, which is the blue line. Now we have a chimney. When a chimney forms, I tell my people, wait for smoke. Okay? You want confirmation. Because a lot of times what we'll get is a nice pop up, but then we'll drop right back down and the candle will close under the right side of the roof. Alright? So don't get faked out by the market. We got a chimney, but we don't have smoke. I'm going to eat a pretzel. This is getting good. I love teaching, guys. So, again, like I said, if you're here right now and you're willing to learn, I promise you, you become a continuously successful, profitable day trader. It's not going to happen overnight. But as long as you have the willingness to watch videos and be repetitive and set a goal, set a loss, once you hit that goal, if you hit your $250 goal, you're done for the day. You don't sit there and hold it and hope you're going to make $500 or $1,000, because you know what that does? That defies the whole purpose of making a goal. And what is defying the purpose of making a goal do? Eventually, it'll make you irresponsible and not hold yourself accountable, because you'll continue. What'll happen is, let's say you got in here, you made your $250 right here, which you would have made well more than that. Okay, but until you're able to understand fully the charts, the patterns, how they work, how volume affects your decision, how the time of day affects your decision, you have to stick to your specific set of goals. Okay? Because what'll happen is, you'll say, sweet, I made $250. I'm going to keep it all on and I'm going to let it ride. And then you'll let it ride and you'll get up here and you made $800. Okay? Now your head's all gashed up. You're like, yes! Made $800. Okay? What happens then is then you see a thing like this here, and you just for some reason buy that area right here. Alright? Then it goes up and then it pulls right back down. And you have a $50 max loss. So $50 gone here, another 50 here, another 50 here, another 50 here. Now you're down $250, which is your max profit. Okay? Because you didn't follow your rules here, you didn't follow them here, and you're never going to follow them. That's why it is imperative, as a beginner trader, to have rules and follow them religiously. Okay? If you don't, you're never going to be a profitable trader. I guarantee you that. If your goal, which it should be if you have 2,500 and 2,500 in margin, that is an excellent goal to set. $250 profit, $50 loss, even $25 loss. That's up to you. Now, as you grow, as your account grows, and you become more knowledgeable, more comfortable, and more confident in your trading locations, areas, and decisions, that's when you adjust your goals. That's when you adjust your rules. Okay, now you've made $7,500. Okay, or you have a total with your margin of $7,500. That means you're sitting at about what, 4,000, 3,700, something like that. Okay, so now maybe you bump your 250 up to 350, and you could drop your max loss a little bit more. I wouldn't recommend dropping the max loss until you hit 10,000. Once you hit 10,000, your max profit should be 500. Your max loss you could lower to 100. Okay, 5-to-1 risk reward. All right, if that makes sense. We are still in a TTM squeeze. You know, we're still making these higher highs here. But now let's look at something here. Notice this area right here. Let me change the color. Let me go to blue. Notice this area here, right here. On your RSI, okay, from this area, where the price is the same here and here, the price is flat here, and your RSI made a downtrend. Alright, that shows that the buying power is getting weak. What else is confirmation on that? All these wicks on the upside. That shows that buyers are not as strong as they once were over here in this area. Okay? Again, nothing is 100%, nothing is perfect, and we are still in this wedge pattern. Notice where my wedge is right here. Right? That's where I drew the end of my wedge. Because by the time we get to this area, technically speaking, we should break out to the upside or the downside. But with what I know, buying is getting lower. Notice the downtrend on volume. Alright? We got a descending wedge on volume. We got an ascending wedge on price action. We got an RSI descending, following the volume. We are still in a TTM squeeze. Alright? The tighter the price action gets, I would have stopped trading right in this area, because I don't trade when I don't know what the stock's going to do. I have some information here. Like I said, we got a descending wedge on the volume. We got a descending wedge on the RSI. Okay? All of this would tell me that the stock is going to continue to go down. But other things you want to take into consideration, let me go to the percent. I'm still in my pre-market scanner. Is that we have 47 million people trading this. Alright? With 52 million shares. It's not a super low float, but it is low. Alright? We're coming up in the zone. This is like the field goal right here. Alright? Are we going to make a touchdown? Or are we going to miss the goal? Let me clear those lines up. I want you guys to be able to see. Again, if you're still with me, congratulations. That means this is very interesting to you, and you seriously want to learn about the markets, how they react, what you need to know. And I pray for you guys, I do. I pray that you guys will watch the videos, you'll stick with them through the end, because that's how you're going to become profitable. There are no shortcuts in trading, okay? Trading is like going to college, all right? You have to put in the time, and you have to put in the losses, okay? If you don't want to know why you've lost money, you might as well just go buy yourself whatever you want. Take your wife out for a nice lunch or dinner with what money you got left, because you're never going to make it. Most people don't want to hear that. They want to live in the fantasy land of, you know, I want to be like this guy who makes millions of dollars. I don't trade my live account live, and there's a reason for that, okay? I do small accounts with you guys because I want to be on the same page as you guys, all right? So we're getting that break to the downside. Let's see if the TTM squeeze, we get a green candle. I don't think we're going to see a green dot until we get a nice big red candle. But what gave us a heads up of which way this was going to go? Right, we just talked about it. We had a descending volume and we had descending RSI. All right? So there we go. There you have it, people. Now, are we going to hold this area in support? Don't know, but the chances of this going back up, now that we made a nice trend move to the down, the time of day that it is, I don't think it's likely. And it could. I mean, we could find support here, but what you're looking for now that we broke to the downside, you are looking for this. This is what you want to see now. Okay? Until you see that, unless you're going short, you can't. It's hard to short on this platform, but I have Trade Zero, which we're going to be going live here. I have one account already, but that one grew way too quick. I opened up another account. Just got approved. I got the message today. I'm going to set it up, and then I got to fund it. So probably another week or so. But now that you broke to the downside, what you want to see is the downtrend and then a bounce. And then you want confirmation in the RSI. We had the same price here. Your RSI made a slightly higher high, which gives you confirmation that we're going to see an up. Remember, double top drop, double bottom pop. Okay? Double bottoms, you want to wait for the retest of a support area. Once you get that retest and your hold, you're looking for an entry. Okay, so looks like we're holding support here. Notice this is the line we drew from where? From the 1 year time frame. Alright, what do I have on mine? I got 1 year 4 hour, 5 day 15 minute. I have a 5 day 5 minute, or a 1 day 5 minute, and I trade on the 1 day 2 minute. I kept it on here to make it a little bit easier for you guys if you're not used to trading on the 2 minute. I personally love the 2 minute to trade on. You know, you'll get comfortable trading whatever you want or whatever time frame you want. This is the 1 day 5 minute. I keep on this one. So again, like we talked about earlier, we had the double tops forming here. Then here we had the descending volume, descending RSI. Nobody teaches you this, guys. Nobody. I haven't found a video yet out there that teaches you about this stuff. I have my RSI set at 50. The only indicators I use on my charts, I have the 20, the 200. I got the Ttm Squeeze. And each chart is different, okay? This one I have the news, but I have the setup out there. I'll make a link for it on Discord, I guess. I think it's time to do that. But you see now here on the 2 minute, we are holding support again. So it's one to watch. Now we still are in this in this zone. All right. So now what we're looking for here is what we would want to see on the RSI is this. Start seeing this formation. All right. So if we have the same price here and we make a new high here, you're looking to go long. But again, this is a massive green candle. All right. Massive green candles never hold. All right. So if you guys want to keep an eye on this, I doubt it. I mean, never mind on that because I'm not live. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you who watched to the end. If you did, I just want to be the first to congratulate you on your dedication and willingness to learn, because at the end of the day, that's what it takes to be profitable in the markets, guys. What you just did right now, my hat goes off to you, buddy. Men and women alike, my hat goes off to you. I just want to see I don't want to shut it off while we're right here. I want to wait and see what this does. Let me get back to the 2 minute to check on that squeeze. See, as you grow more knowledgeable and wiser, you'll start to learn that the market makers will do stuff like this. You know, they'll dangle the bait in front of you, hoping to trap traders here, and then the price will flush right out. That's the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. But this could trade sideways all day, so I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the reason 95% fail, because 95% are not willing to learn. Have a great day. God bless.